Well, what's up, XEN family? Last few days, I would say 2 weeks, it was very busy. And if we are going to take into the consideration what has happened during the Doge mint, we were supposed to be so happy. But if we are going to take into the consideration what is going on with the price action, well, it's completely different story. So Fenix launched on Ethereum, and well, Joe Blau was able to burn 200 billion, right? But XENDOG, it was above the trillion, and that was the biggest burn when it comes to the XEN history. All of that was not enough when it comes to the XEN price action. But to be honest with you, I've been thinking a while about that, and I have to share with you a few details before we are going to go through the charts. If I would be a whale, if I would be able to move the price, to be completely frank with you, I would do the same what is going on right now. Well, let's talk about the XENDOG for a while. Plenty of burn, but right now you are able to buy at the very low price. And if you can manipulate the market, think for a while. What would you do? Well, my answer is I would do exactly what the whales are doing right now. At some point in the near future, maybe a little bit later, it's going to be the same what has happened with Bitcoin. What the whales are doing? They are pushing the price lower, making lower low. Everyone is bored with the price going lower. And at some point, same happened here. And if you are going to watch Bitcoin at the very early days, it has happened the same. Suddenly, you have a jump and you are not able to buy at the dip. You have to buy 20, 50, 100% higher. So if you are a true XEN believer, stay on the path. Do what you do. Don't look at the price unless you are a whale and you can manipulate here. So that's for you to build bigger bag. Anyway, last time we were discussing the price of the XEN, and unfortunately we went lower. We retest the high quite a few times. We were trying to find the bottom and we broke lower. Well, that's how the things looks like, right? What I would look right now, I would look for another breakout level, right? And that's where we've seen the first sell-off. I think we are done with the selling, right? We should be able to hold 1,400 when it comes to the XEN. And that's what I'm looking for. Of course, depends on what is going to happen. Depends on how many XEN we are going to burn. The first supply is around 2,300. And if you are trading XEN, that's what you should look at. And another one, 3,250, all right? So that's, for now, two important levels. Why they are so important? Because from that high over here, we made significant breakout. So that's the very important level, because if we are going to get the close above 3,250, 3,300, then sky is the limit for us, right? We have quite a few levels we discussed previously. You're going to have to get back into the video. Link is above. Anyway, so that's how the XEN looks like. We might see, and you have to agree with that, we might see lower levels, and I would look for 1,400 as a significant development. If we are going to break that level, then psychological 1,000 is the name of the game, all right? So it's not going to be a surprise for you. If XEN is falling, the whole XEN family is falling as well. So let's switch over to the next chart. Okay, the next one is DBXEN. So the very well-known protocol, right? And we were discussing a few levels. To be honest with you, if you do remember, the swing low over here been discussed as a very nice level of the defense. And well, we were trying to hold that level until the level being broken over here, right? So what's the next one? Well, I would say the low based on the breakout candle, all right? So that was the breakout candle over here, okay? Significant breakout level. So In that case, we are talking about the levels close to, well, 787 before we are going to make lower low. So as of now, when it comes to the DBXEN, I do expect this type of the price action. We need to get the close above 28, above this level, to make the things happen towards 55. Okay, this swing low over here. But as of now, before we are going to get the new development, DBXEN NFT, all right, I think the accumulation is going on. And again, similar story. I would do the same what the whales are doing if I would be the whale. Unfortunately, I'm not yet. So trying to buy the low, trying to sell the high is the name of the game here. Everything is connected to the XEN price action as well. And with that being said, let's switch to the next one, Phoenix. Here we go. Okay, so that's the Phoenix. We've seen the launch on Ethereum, right? And because of the Phoenix price action, we have similar price action when it comes to the Phoenix. It's going down. Well, why? Because you have the ratio, right? It's a 10,000 to 1. So as long as the Phoenix is going down, based on what the strategy you have, probably you are going to burn the XEN, selling the Phoenix, and buying the XEN, burning the XEN, selling the Phoenix. So that's the one strategy. The second one is some kind of the arbitrage. You may want to wait for a little bit of the price action to the upside. But again, in that case, you have to wait for what we are going to see on the XEN price action. Well, don't forget that more and more supply is coming in. So try to put yourself into the whale shoes, right? If you can manipulate the market and you know that more and more supply is coming to the market, what would you do? If you are able to answer this question, you are much better off. Try, if you can, to put yourself into the whale shoes. Maybe you cannot manipulate the price, but if you are thinking the way the whales are thinking, you are good to go. And finally, the biggest XEN burner, right? Let's have a look what we have on the XENDoge. Okay, so that's the daily chart. No surprise after the initial attempt to rally. No surprise with what we have right now. Huge supply. Looks like meme coins period is over, but not for long. As of now, of course, you are able to buy XENDoge much cheaper compared to what you were able to get, taking into the consideration the big bonus as well, right? So everyone is selling right now. But, well, if you are going to watch this chart only, you are not going to have the full picture. Well, looks good, looks bad, but always you have to take into the consideration big picture. What is going on crypto? What is going on overall in the market? Let's take into the consideration the ratio, right? 1,000 to 1. Right now, you are better off to buy. Now, let's put ourselves into the whale shoes, right? Let's mint as much as we can based on 1,500% bonus ratio. Then let's put the pressure on the price, right? And let's accumulate as much as we can from the weekends. At some point in the future, maybe near future, when the meme coin season is going to get back into the track, I truly believe we are going to switch from buying low to mint the more, right? Because minting is going to be much more worth than what we have right now. As of now, taking into the consideration last few days, there is, the big price action to the downside, nothing to do here. You don't want to catch the falling knife, all right? You are playing the waiting games as long as you are not the whale. With that being said, guys, I strongly believe the XEN family is about to explode. Still, we are talking the downside levels, we are talking about the accumulation levels, but that's the name of the game. With that being said, see you around, take care, and goodbye.